guys, welcome to today's vlog. It's Friday the 26th of February and it's a pretty important day for me today because this is the okay, I'm gonna do this vlog completely different. This isn't like a one-take vlog. It wasn't meant to be a one-take vlog, but it is going to be a one-take vlog, and I just wanted to go over everything really that's been on my mind for the last month. Nothing bad or anything like that, but I just wanted to go over everything. So for those of you that know, we've been doing YouTube for about 4 years now, nearly 4 years, and just after we started doing YouTube, I started doing 3D printing, I started doing props. And before that, I had another business that did apps. It was augmented reality, and we did an amazing app for a balloon company. It sold in millions, it was fantastic. But whenever I was doing the app, or whenever I was doing anything else, like within life in general, I didn't feel the need that I didn't feel complete, if you know what I mean. I didn't feel like this was the thing that excited me to get up in the morning and do stuff like that. Even though the app side of it, the money was, you know, it was fantastic. The money was amazing for that, but I think you need the money, and you also need the appreciation at the end of it for yourself, and the self-admiration, and you need to feel comfortable in everything that you do and everything that you create and stuff like that. So when we started YouTube, I was in and out of doing still the apps and other bits and pieces, and I then was sent a 3D printer, and I started 3D printing a few things, just little bits and pieces, no bigger than this, just 3D printing. And then I started to 3D print props and stuff like that, and it got bigger. I got another one, and Sarah allowed me to have like 3 or 4 of them in there. And then after that, we were still speaking to Daz and Naomi at that point. We'd met Daz and Naomi, or I'd met Naomi in the place where she worked, stuff like that, and we got on great with him. And then Daz seen what I was doing, he was interested in it, and then we moved from me doing it in the house and Daz getting a 3D printer over to the old office that you'll see in the previous videos that I've done, maybe like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, something like that. And to start with, it all seemed great. You know, we were getting this building together. At the time, I didn't have a lot of money, so Daz put the deposit up and stuff like that, and then we were doing the rent and everything else. But it got to a point where it was, because he had a job, there was only so much time that he could spend over there. And then with me, I was putting all the effort into it. I'd brought most of the machines in, and we were splitting everything straight down the middle. That's where the mistake happened, because I was literally bringing home nothing. Like, I think at one point I was taking home £69 a month, and Sarah was then doing the weddings, she was doing photographer, so she was the main breadwinner in the house. But you know, Sarah being Sarah, she didn't say anything until it got to breaking point with me. And I then had to sit Daz down and explain to him the reasons why we had to either split the studio down the middle. He had half, I had half, yada yada yada. There are rumours that isn't exactly how it went down. I'm going to tell you now, that is exactly how that went down. It got ugly, it got messy. We don't talk to him anymore, that's the top and bottom of it. But that isn't the main reason for this. We just don't talk to him. I think if you get a set time in your life, you know, most people, if they're lucky, they see 60 to 80 summers, winters, and time as you get older. You know, the road behind you gets longer, the road in front of you gets smaller, and you have to kind of look at things and weigh things up and stuff like that. And I'm done with that part of my life now. There's no reason for me to look back at that. So when he left and I stayed on at the studio, Sarah had another studio here. It was terrible. Again, you can see it in the vlogs. It was horrible. Sorry for the noisy fan in the background, but I'm leading up to everything. So she had a studio, and they were messing her around with the rent. I weren't appreciative that they were charging her for something that had black mould hanging from the ceilings and stuff. So we went and sat down with the guy that runs the mill, and I got talking to him, saying, look, you know, I'm paying X amount of money a month, and I'm in this small tiny room. I mean, it wasn't bigger than this. This was bigger in just this room. And he said, well, there's a guy moving out upstairs. So we went and had a look at it. I think it was 2 days after or the day after, and obviously we fell in love with the place. We love it, it's amazing. And when I got in here, I kind of ran before I could walk, because I was just listing things over and over again. I had one eBay account that was closed because I just couldn't keep up with the orders. So I then slowed down, start to middle of last year, and started to really pace myself and stuff like that, and started to get more involved in just like, instead of me just printing a prop, so we print something like this, which is a handle for a, you know, for a gun. I wanted to 3D print the parts. I wanted to add things to them, electrics, paint them, stuff like that. I've always been pretty talented when it comes to stuff like that. I used to paint little Games Workshop figures and stuff like that when I was a kid. I actually got offered a job there at Sheffield, which I'm sure I've said 1,000 times. Sarah will be shaking her head down the video going, you've already said that 1,000,000 times. But I always wanted to do that side of it, and I always shied away from it because I thought, I can't do it, there's nothing I could do. And then this year, I said to myself, I'm going to do the Back to the Future 2 hoverboard. I'm going to do it. Now, I went into it initially just printing the board, because you can either make the board out of like MDF, but it's getting the right MDF thickness. With the 3D printer, it knows what it's doing. It printed it out for me. I got it. I sourced the original artwork for the hoverboard, had it cut perfectly. I had to cut it out myself with a blade. I actually sourced the original Velcro from source materials and speaking to different people on RPM and stuff like that. Just loads of little tiny meticulous things that I wanted to make it as perfect to the original that it could be, with the limited amount of experience and resources that I had. And now I know a lot of you have been watching the vlogs and you've seen it the last couple of weeks where I've been showing different bits of it. The fabric came today, and the fabric is a perfect match for the original fabric that they used in the film. So the fabric came today. This is it. I've got quite a bit of it because why not? You know, it might not become available again, or it might be difficult to get hold of. This is the colour of it, so it's like this really hot pink. And because the hoverboard was, it was a girl's hoverboard that he got. He took the handlebars off it and he rode off across the river, you know, and then Biff chases him and stuff like that. So I've finished it. Now, I just wanted to say that this is like a full circle for me, because I never dreamt that I could make anything like this, and I have. And it's almost like a premium prop that we've created. I know now how long it's going to take to build it. I've got the stickers, I've got the pieces, I've got the Velcro, I've got the fabric, I've got everything for it to build it. It'll take about a week to build, which is fantastic. But, you know, none of this would have been possible if I didn't have Sarah and I didn't have the kids, because Sarah is unbelievably patient. She's immensely supportive to me of anything that I do. As you can see, I've got arcade machines here. I was only supposed to get one, I've got two. I'll end up probably with a full room of them, but she's been amazing, and she's been on this journey with me. And, you know, I think it takes time for you to get where you're going to get to, but when you do eventually find what you're looking for, it's an amazing feeling, and it is an absolutely incredible feeling for me. So I've done enough talking now. I'm going to show you this prop, and hopefully you're going to agree that it is just amazing. Alright, so we've got the setup over here for it. I've just been taking pictures of it. This is the back part of the prop. This is the underneath section. It's exactly the same as it would be. They didn't use Velcro on the bottom parts of it at all. It was just stickered underneath. It's got the two hover plates on there as well, and I'm going to show you the top section as well of it. Alright, so this is it. This is it finished. It's complete. It's done. As you can see, it looks absolutely incredible. We've got the kick plate on the back there that's got the Velcro on it. We've got the neon pink foot strap that goes right across. It's all been measured. We've got the exact dimensions down on this. This is amazing. I am so proud of this. It's unbelievable. We've got the side webbing on it as well that runs all the way around the board, right the way to the back. Everything. This is the closest that you're gonna get to the stunt replica that's in the actual film. So if you go and look at some reference images online, I think the Prop Store of London, they actually they listed an original stunt prop from the film. If you go and have a look at that, this is as close you're going to get. I've looked at the ones on Etsy, I've looked at the ones on eBay. They're either 3/3 or half size. This is a full size board. It is the exact same replica as the one that Michael J. Fox holds up in Back to the Future. Uses, throws on the floor, stuff like that. And it's lightweight as well, it's not heavy. It's really, really good. And it's just, I'm super proud of it. And the thing is, they can only get even more better as I move along and I do more. But yeah, they'll be up for listing, they'll be up for sale, sorry, on Monday on the website. With that said, I'm going to end today's vlog. This vlog was just about a little bit of a journey that I've taken to get from where I was to where I am now, which is this. Thank you to everybody that always supports us, always sends us lovely messages. Do not forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already. Make sure you click the notification bell, it does nothing. Make sure you leave us a comment if you can, and we will see you guys tomorrow because we do this every single day.